I'm not done, I'm not gone. I won't give up until the end. So it's like a shadow next to me, like a voice inside my head. It's like a fight that I cannot win, and I'm falling.
Frustrated, intoxicated, I know I'm losing myself. I can't take it anymore.
But I'm not done, I'm not done. I won't give up until the end.
But I won't fall, I'll stand awake. I know it's not over, even if I'm closer to the edge. It's like a noise that intensifies, like a wave I'm running from. It's like a hit that brings me down. I'm falling, I'm falling.
Exhausted, gonna drop dead. I know I'm wasting my breath. I can't fake it anymore.
But I'm not done, I'm not gone. I won't give up until the end.
I won't fall, I'll stand awake. 'Cause I know it's not over, even if I am closer to the end.
Inside, just wanna close my eyes.
This mess is mine. I know I shouldn't hide.
I remember the time when I thought it was nothing.
Now I'm killing myself softly as I'm getting closer to the end.
I'm not gone. I won't give up until the end.
But I won't fall, I'll stand awake. 'Cause I know it's not over, even if I am closer to the edge.
I'm coming out just a little bit. Never want to quit. I'm feeling it the way it hits. It's elevated. Vision is blurry, feel and dizzy. But it's too late now. I remember you and me, and how careless we could be.
All day and all night, we'd stay up, it felt so right. We were so young, we were so dumb. We would get drunk and then hook up. We were okay, we were alright, staying awake till the sunrise. We were in love, couldn't stop us, like a good drug, never enough. We hook up in my car, driving so far, play your guitar, you'd show me your art, let down our guards, think with our hearts, stare at the stars. We were never apart, drinking too young, way too much fun, out in the sun, open when it's gone. Took you to prom, dance to our song, dance all night long till the lights come on.
Too late now. I remember everything, and how careless we got. It's too late now. I remember you and me, and how careless we.
It's too late now, I remember everything, and how careless we could be, and how careless we could be, and how careless we could be. And how careless we could be. And how careless we could be. Late nights, long fights, it felt right, we were alive. We would go out, we were so loud, we were so proud, we had no doubts. Weekends and weekdays, we'd spend our own way. We were careless, we were fearless, we were reckless, time was precious. We loved to waste time, whiskey and wine, drinking all night, asleep by your side. Finally alive, we would just drive, never arrive. Our journey was live, staying out late, testing our fate, running away. We live for today, young and so bold, never get old. Screw what we're told, we can't be controlled.
Too late now. I remember everything, and how careless we got. It's too late now. I remember you and me, and how careless we.
It's too late now, I remember everything, and how careless we could be, and how careless we could be, and how careless we could be. And how careless we.
Chat. What's happening? How you guys doing? How was your week? Mine was pretty uneventful. Sorry. Turn that sound off there. Yeah. So hey, let's unmute our players and see what they're up to. Hello.
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 How are you guys doing?
Well, the random number generator was not made any kinder by the recent update.
Oh, yeah. Your dice are still like trying to give you the long, hard,
Pretty much.
stiff one.
Yeah.
Not mine. Mine are doing great.
Well, it's good that at least one person at this table has lucky dice, I guess.
You guys are fucked.
We're missing Chris in Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah.
Looks like
I had to
she.
restart it because my mouse is doing something fucking weird. And I have no idea how to fix it.
Damn
Yeah.
nice.
Is
Need
it
a
doing
rat.
that thing where it rapidly flickers back and forth?
No, it's like the wheel that usually makes the page go down on the web page is making everything go bigger and smaller, and I don't know how to fix this. And it's doing weird things to my fantasy ground.
It's zooming, but don't know how
Okay.
it's down to capacity.
Who's zooming who?
Typically, my mouse does that if I press Control and mouse click, or mouse wheel. If your mouse wheel is clickable, it may be that you clicked it and it's kind of.
On today's episode of IT for You,
Make it not be locked. Can't move anything here.
today's episode of Get Fucked IT.
It's a USB mouse, right? You can kind of unplug it and plug it back in.
Yeah, I just have to figure out which fucking plug it is. Hold on.
Well, if you stop talking, we'll know you grabbed the wrong one.
Right.
Yeah, right. So, anyways, let's see. Let's go through some announcements while she's playing with her mouse. But done.
Squeak.
Don't forget, chat, that we are here every Sunday at 2:30. We got off a little bit late today, just a couple minutes. So Fantasy Grounds just did a big update, and so I've spent the last hour resizing all of my frames and stuff for OBS. So, anyways, sorry if I'm 70 seconds late on the stream. But anyways, every Sunday, 2:30 Central Time, which is 3:30 Eastern. We are right here playing Fantasy Grounds 2. Currently, our group of adventurers are exploring some ancient ruins in Ossyria, which is kind of like ancient Egypt. So yeah, that's what we have going on. And if you want to follow us here at Twitch, please do so. As a matter of fact, I command you to follow, and then go tell all of your friends and neighbors to come in and go onto my Twitch page and follow. You can also find us on YouTube. So all of these streams are sent over as VODs to YouTube, which is the podcast at YouTube. You can follow us on Twitter at the podcast. You can send me stupid emails with your stupid crayon drawings at the podcast20@gmail.com. That's the podcast and the number 20 at gmail.com. What else am I forgetting? Anything? I don't think so. I think that's it.
Yeah, I can't really think of anything else.
Yeah, you guys got anything crazy coming up here in the next week or two that will interrupt our schedule or anything?
Maybe. I'll have to talk about it with you off stream.
Okay. Just know that there are pills you can take for this, Sam, and erectile dysfunction is frustrating, but don't let it stop you from being a gamer. You're always a gamer, okay?
I'd like to segue from that for a moment. I was thinking about how generous Paul was with his time last week when he was trying out the various porn voice services he had. And I was thinking, the only person at the table who didn't get a chance to experience that sweet, sweet porn voice action was Pa himself. So I thought I would do you a favor and give you a taste of your own medicine.
Chat, this is unsanctioned.
Now, if it gets too hot and you gotta pause for a minute to fan yourself, you can just say red card and I'll stop.
Is that my safe word?
That's your safe word or
Okay.
safe phrase. All
Alright.
right?
All right, I'm ready. Let's hey, wait, hang on a second. Okay, I'm ready.
All right.
Wait.
So,
One more second.
I'm surprised you didn't give him a safety dance instead.
Sorry, I had to put my hat on for extra comfort.
cranial protection.
Yeah. All right.
That's good.
Let's fucking do
All
this.
right. So now, here's the scenario. I'll be the foreman with the crew of healthy, strong young lads behind me to help you out with the problem you're having at your house.
Yeah. Is it
Yeah.
lifting these nuts? Oh.
Funny you should mention that. Sir, I've noticed that you are having some problems with your plumbing, and as soon as me and the boys heard, we grabbed all our heavy equipment and rushed right over. So, if you will allow us, we'd like to get access to your backyard to crack open that septic tank of yours. Now, don't you worry, we're very skilled at this, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at how deep we can get in there and how quickly we can get the whole situation straightened out. Me and the boys have years of experience working together. Now, I realize it's a large crew with a lot of big equipment, and that may make you a little bit uncomfortable, but if you just relax and leave everything in our hands, it's gonna go swimmingly. But when we're done, I'm gonna present you with a bill, and it's gonna be a tough nut to swallow.
Oh, all right. Red card. Red card.
But, if you can get past that, we'll finish up our business in your backyard, and no one will ever know that you had 8 strong, masculine men back there tearing up your backyard and cleaning out your septic tank. Now, what do you say?
Kind of sounds like last Wednesday in the doctor's office is what it sounds like, but
Hey-o.
hey. All right. Well, anyways, stand by. Let me get the ferret off my head. On that note, Chris, speaking of things going swimmingly in the backyard, how are you doing?
I think I died. It's fine.
Princess, you got anything to add?
If our actual plumbers don't show up on Tuesday, are these guys available?
Right?
It's a bit of a drive.
I seriously, these guys have been telling. So we're retrenching a whole new. Like, it's kind of funny that you brought that whole thing up, Sam, because I'm like, this is hitting a little too close to home, except for the strapping young lads exploring the septic tank. But anyways, we've been waiting for months to get this crew in here to retrench a whole new line, and because our, here in Texas, the soil, moves
mostly sandy, right?
Well, no, it's mostly clayey, so it moves like on a daily basis. So, anyways, our foundation has moved and blah blah blah. But anyways, we're having to trench a whole new line, and I've been waiting for months for these guys to get here, months, and it's like every 2 weeks, it's like, all right, well, we'll be there on Tuesday, and then either we have torrential downpour, or so these guys do all of the main work for the water company that's here too. So every time there's a water main break, they get called out, and I swear to God, this year they've had like 7.
Oh, dude.
So yeah. The princess is not kidding when she says that I've got some plumbing issues. I've got some backyard issues.
Hey, well, the joys of being a homeowner, yeah?
Yeah. Roz, what's new with you?
Oh, not over much, really.
Yeah?
Yes, I mean, since last week, just kind of things coming as they go. Over here on the West Coast, we actually got hit with a minor storm. Nothing incredible, but, just a little out of our usual. Thankfully, because of that, the midterm for a class of mine got pushed to next week, so
Hey.
I either got a delay or a stay of execution, depending on how difficult it turns out to be.
Right. Radio.
Oh, fingers crossed.
It's all boobs. Remember, Oz, it's just all boobs. Every answer is boobs. We'll do fine.
Or B if
I
it's
mean,
a multi-choice.
No, that's what's in the way of reading the question.
Yes.
yeah, that's definitely a point I'm hoping to get to. It's like, oh crap, I can't see the questions. Like, Professor, can you read all this for me? You know.
Yeah.
Cool. Steven, what's new with you?
Oh, yes. Do you remember the storm, that little tiny storm he was talking about?
Yeah.
That we were just hearing about?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. We have a pile of ice in my parking lot still. It's about
Wow.
7 inches deep ruts.
Hmm.
It continued snowing from Wednesday through Friday. Then it warmed up, but they promised us that it'll be snowing again tonight.
Yeah. And chat, just so you know, Steven doesn't live in Minnesota. You know, it's not like he's talking about, most of the northern country. This is on the West Coast where they might get one snowstorm a year that lays down a half an inch and it's gone by noon.
This is a suburb of Portland, Oregon.
Yeah.
It is full of ice right now. And it's the business.
I didn't want to.
It was my first week of work at a new job. So
that's right.
I got to work from home, which was more boring than usual because practically nothing I could do because it's the first week. You've got to get everything working.
Yeah, it's all orientation training and paper signing and whatnot.
Yeah.
And a good time was had by all.
Hey, so speaking of good times, and speaking of Steven, Chris, can you hear Steven this week?
I can.
Hey.
It is a Christmas miracle coming early or late, depending
Holy
on
shit,
how you
man.
do
We
it.
got an update to Fantasy Grounds. Everyone got logged on. My dice are on fire. And everyone can hear everyone on Discord. Like, Chris needs to get her shit together with her mouse, but beyond that, like, I think we're good to go.
It's fixed.
Yeah.
Sam, why don't you bring everyone up to speed on your impending doom?
Okay. All right. So, as we return to our adventurers who are exploring the fallen house of Pantheru, last week we began our session in the open courtyard that was probably part of the servants' quarters. I paused to take a moment to pursue a lead, and then we moved on to explore the house. We're actually in the house proper now. We moved in to the kitchen, which was the northernmost door from the servants' courtyard. We swept through the kitchen, which was, a desiccated ruin of little interest, save for a headless skeleton lying on the floor. There was an opening to the south, and we went into the southern room, which appears to be a shrine to Abadar, Pharasma, and Serenre. The shrine had been defaced, but Catbad, as a champion of Caden Kalian, was able to take a few moments to determine that the shrine could in fact be restored, and he did so. Observing the rest of the room, we noted that there were 2 doors leading out, one continuing to the south, following along the outer wall of the building, and one that went west, going deeper into the heart of the house. We continued to go south. We entered into a room that appears to be some sort of like bath / privy. There was shattered glass littering the floor. Privy? Power. Shattered glass littering the floor, probably from a broken mirror. Along one of the walls was a series of latrines, upon which sat another headless corpse. There was a door to the south. We continued through that door into another room, a larger tiled pool room, roughly 20 by 25, partially filled with sand. On one wall, there was a bronze spigot projecting out of it that caught our attention because, curiously, the bronze spigot had not appeared to have suffered as much wear and tear as the rest of the surroundings. After some investigation, Vasadi was able to confirm that it was, in fact, a magic spigot that creates water. We all got very excited about this potentially cool lootable item until we realized we couldn't actually loot it. At that point, we went west. Still following along the...
Dick GM.
Still following along the outer wall of the house. From the bath pool room, going west, we entered into what was the foyer, which is a 25 by 25 room with 2 stone double doors to the south, which lead outside into the front of the compound, as well as a doorway to the west and another one to the north. We saw that there were 3 skeletons lying in the room, and as we entered the room, they stood up to attack us. While we were engaging them in battle, 2 more unearthed themselves from beneath our feet and attempted to take us by surprise. The fight was fairly quick and fairly one-sided. We were able to take them out with only relatively minor wounds. Once the skeletons had once again been returned to their resting state, we investigated the archway to the north. It led into a room which is open to the sky with a balcony above what I am calling the atrium. There is a beautiful statue in the middle of the room of a mostly naked woman, garbed in some diaphanous material. As Vasadi cast Detect Magic, she saw that there were several magical items in the sand of the floor of the room, as well as the statue itself. At which point, the statue spoke and began asking us questions. Unfortunately, its curiosity was better than its manners, and eventually it got bored of asking us questions and declared that it was going to kill us now. And that's basically where we left off.
Yeah, this conversation bores me. Die.
Yep.
That's pretty much how that one went.
Yep.
What's the map again?
There is... Oh, you know what? I did make a map, didn't I? Or did I make a map of this particular one?
I hope so.
Stand by.
Yeah, I think that this is probably some sort of a deformed sphinx sort of creature. Because they have that same attitude.
That could
Didn't
be.
it turn into a snake?
Well, the description we were given was a scary Medusa-like creature. It was a statue to begin with, so
That's
it
true.
could be an elemental. It could be, for all we know, it could be an illusion. As of yet, we do not know.
Probably not a Naga.
Oh, it is to be hoped.
I think it was a Gorgon. I seem to remember that description being used.
I think it's Gorgon-like. I think if it was a Gorgon and we had spent all this time staring at it, we would already be stoned.
Yeah.
We'd be stoned.
Gorgon-esque?
Yeah, let's not get. Oh, we'll get stoned during our session.
Yeah.
You guys would be so stoned.
Wait, so one more time. What was the name of the map? I'm just trying to bring it up on images.
I don't have one made yet, but I am working on that right now for you.
Oh, sorry. Oh my god, if you said that earlier and I just absolutely completely blanked on that, I'm sorry.
I did not, so you're all good.
Oh, okay.
It's all good in the hood. Alright, let's see here. Save as an image. And then let's call this VM guard. Don't save. Images. Import files. VM courtyard.
And then share.
Make it all big.
That's what she said.
But undone.
Ladies beware.
Hell. Holy smokes. Thing was ginormous. All right, grid. $35 generally seems to be about right for these. That over. Gunk. That down. Gunk, gunk, gunk. And let's make it so it's not so visible. There we go. And then let's put you guys on. Onto Blaze, Saudi, Cat Bad. Make that a little bit more visible. There we go. Boolah and share.
All right. Ooh. I'm going to expand this so it takes up more real estate on my screen.
Likewise.
Okay.
All right. So before we get started, why don't you guys tell me what your actual positioning is here?
What is
Well,
that?
Where was the statue again?
So in that courtyard that's to the north of you.
yeah, it's in the square. Yeah, there you go. Square courtyard above.
I think me and Blaze were by the door, yeah? Because I was looking in for detect and you were talking to the statue.
Yeah. We were probably fairly close to the front. I don't know where, because I know that other people had asked some questions and were communicating with the statue as well. So, but I kind of feel like, we were all kind of like, like standing in a clump, like peering into the room.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of like so.
Works for me. Sylvanta, Hylia, Catbad, you guys basically generally think you are where you should be?
Sure.
Suits me.
I was
Okay.
eating chips last
I'm in a
week. I
place
don't
where I can
remember.
see.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Someone
can
was
see from here. That's all I need.
Okay.
a little bit occupied with their chips.
You should like get an Amazon wish list and put various types of exotic chips on that wish list.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Princess, all of your fans can order you chips off of Amazon and send them here so that I can eat them. I like this
All right.
idea a lot.
Okay. Before we begin, I assume these curved, stonish-looking structures are arches.
Yes.
Okay, so they're not actually like bulging into the other room or whatever. It's just arcing overhead.
Yes.
Okay. So the scary lady has, well, the statue has turned into a scary snake-like lady. Give us a description of her again, please.
Yes. So, and did I have a picture? Maybe I didn't.
If you have a picture, it would be lovely to share it.
No, I don't think I have one of
Okay.
this. But basically, so she started out as a statue in a humanoid form, female, very feminine, very, very beautiful, but a statue nonetheless that then started speaking to you. And then as she got irritated with the conversation, you saw like the statue's figures kind of almost melt away into this Medusa-like horror with tentacles and this enormous jaw that widens into a mouthful of fangs that are almost as big as her entire head, or its entire head.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
So,
And
right.
she's got tentacles. When you say tentacles, you mean like, tentacles for hair.
No, tentacles kind of coming, like drooping off of her, like around her chin and neck and stuff.
Okay, gross.
Her jaw, yeah.
You jealous?
From chin and neck. Okay, so she looked like a statue. So she looked like stone. Does she still look like stone?
No.
All right. I have many questions and rolls I wish to make, but before we do that, we should probably roll initiative.
Yes. One thing
Wait, we
that
already have initiative, don't we? Or is this our old one?
I think that's your old one. I don't think we rolled for initiative.
Oh, we did. Okay.
No,
Um,
we didn't.
Oh, okay, right. Because she turned into the thing, and like we had yet to roll initiative. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now.
Now, one thing that you guys did observe when the statue changed into its true form is, you know how like in the movies how they kind of show you coming out of a dream state. You know how like everything kind of gets wavy for a minute, and
Right.
it kind of, the room kind of did that, and then this thing was standing before you,
Okay.
and hissing
I don't
and
like
growling.
it.
Illusion.
The whole room was under illusion.
Right.
Cool.
Or you were illused.
So it's a movie. It's a movie transition way.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
As long as there's
Oh,
not a
wow.
montage of her beating our asses, I'm okay with this.
And Wayne and Garth are standing there going diddle 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 diddle.
Nice.
So I'm last again.
Well,
Hey.
you're not a particularly high dex kind of guy, if I remember correctly, right?
Actually, I am
Okay.
wearing armor.
Well, that'll do it.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
it looks like Hylia is up to bat. So, what you gonna do, Hylia?
I'm gonna do some acrobatic shit to get up. What? Okay, wait. Hold on before I pretend that I'm a monk. Is there any reason to believe that the floor is unstable, or?
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of sandy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Also, we know
Let's
that
not
there.
fight it on its turf.
Yeah.
I think we should not go in there.
yeah,
Yeah. Actually, we should probably run away. But
yeah. I'm gonna do that. I want to do cool monk shit, but not in the sand. So I'm out of here.
Okay.
Which way do you want me to run away?
You're actually gonna run away.
Yes. I'm not really sure to where though.
Weren't we saying back to the bath?
Yeah. Fall back to the bathroom.
So I'm What? Where is that? On
The
this
room to
map?
the right with the octagonal giant pool that's filled with sand. There you go.
Okay. God, I can't click. I don't want to be in the sand pit. Thank you. The end.
Okay. That's everything.
Actually,
you're doing?
no. Can I recall knowledge on the thing too?
Sure.
Excellent.
Yippee!
Make
What do I?
me. Make me a. No. Hang on, I gotta look it up. I'm sorry.
You
Lore
good?
monsters, Arcana, nature, not nature. It might be natural.
If it's not a natural thing, yeah, nature, it has to be a natural thing to be that.
Yeah,
It's
but we
like
don't-
something from another plane. Usually that's stuff like occultism, I think.
other
Yeah,
things
go
we
occultism on it.
Okay. I don't know much.
Actually, it's not really a cult either, but all right,
Okay.
we'll figure it out. 11. So yeah, this one's got you kind of puzzled, but
A
you
little
know what?
stumperinoed.
Yeah, hold on, because that is not right.
I would say if it's an actual, like, creature of this world, then it would probably be nature.
It's
If
not.
it's summoned, like if it's a
Let's
like if
let's
it's a
go with
construct or something.
let's go with its
Arcana?
extra planar.
Okay.
So what category does that fall under? Why am I drawing a blank on this?
Religion or occultism would work.
For extra planar?
I think so.
I think interdimensional more than
Okay.
like demon or fiend.
If it's interdimensional, then it's probably Arcana.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Do you have Arcana?
I do.
Make that roll.
Hey,
That was a little
dramatic
better.
improvement.
All right. So this is basically an extraplanar construct.
Okay.
From what you can tell so far, Hylia. Kind of elemental in nature. Probably along the lines of Earth Elemental. What do you want to know?
How to kill it? Or
Like what his strengths and
stop it?
weaknesses are?
Yeah.
Okay. Strengths are going to be in like sandy area. It's going to have like a lot of movement bonuses and buffs to like some skill checks and stuff like that. It is going to be immune to any kind of bleed effects, paralyzation, poison, sleep, that sort of thing. Probably a bad idea to hit it with fire or lightning or any kind of heat, because its outer skin will probably fuse into sheets of hardened glass, making it really hard to hit. Or, basically effectively granting it extra armor.
All right. That is good info.
All right. I think that's all the things I can do.
Okay. Well, you moved. You did a recall knowledge check. If you would like to share the information that you just realized with us, that would probably be your third action.
All right. As I'm running away, I'll scream it at you.
Fair enough.
Info on the go.
Info on the go. Like,
You're running
hey
around.
guys,
Totally like
It's
that.
probably all in
we always say that we're going to run away from this stuff. This is how we kill it. But can you please actually run away this time?
Don't set it on fire.
Yeah.
Okay, don't do that.
Info.
Okay.
As her voice
Very-
like
very
dopplers
noted.
away.
All right. Thad, do I have a clear shot at this thing from where I am? Like, could I hit it with a bone arrow? Is basically what I'm asking you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you've got line of sight. Don't crit fail,
I'll do what I can.
because you're going to be threading the needle between a couple of your buddies.
Yeah. I'll do.
I'm short enough. She's got a clear shot over my head.
Yeah. I mean, considering Savanta's height advantage, actually, that's kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Savanta will, as her first action, she will shoot it with her longbow. Shoot at it with her longbow. Wait, hold on a second. Close the initiative thing because it's in my way. Okay. Well, I didn't crit fail.
Good.
I'll attack one more time. Just give it a go. I have one last action. Ooh, what could this be? Oh, man.
It was a
Wait.
good try.
That was a good try. Alas, but not enough. Okay, so that's 2 actions down. As my third action, I am going right about there. And with my third action down, that concludes my turn.
All right.
All right. I would like to taunt the statue.
Oh.
I think, is that diplomacy or intimidation?
It would be diplomacy to
Yeah.
taunt, unless you're trying to like scare it.
I'm not trying to scare it. I'm trying to make it furiously
Goad.
angry.
All right.
All right, so something along the lines of, up yours, you crusty lump of, putrescent sand.
Son of a motherless goat.
Well, that could have been glorious, but I'll take a 17. Action number 2.
Okay, stand by. 1 second. 17. Okay.
Okay. So action number 2. I will turn around as I'm preparing to flee the room, and I will look at Catbad, and I will tell him, quick,
Hang
the
on a second.
spigot.
Chat, it crit failed to resist. Okay, go ahead. What now?
All right, quick, the spigot. And then I run away.
You yelled that to who?
Catbad.
Okay.
All right, and then I run there.
Run away.
Yeah.
Okay, Vasadi. The stat, or the not statue, but this creature. When you called it a crusty lump of sand or whatever, you saw its eyes, just like the veins like pop out in its eyes, and it is so fucking enraged right now.
Excellent. And also, God, I hope this works, because otherwise I'm dead.
This thing, apparently, where it comes from, if there's one fucking thing you don't ever do, is call another one of these crusty.
Ooh.
You've done it.
That's it. I
Yeah.
crossed the line.
Yeah. It's like, that's it.
Okay. Vasadi?
Vasadi.
So let's see if I can hit anything to piss her off more. Acid Splash. Miss. That's
Okay.
fine. And I'm going to run 5, 10. That's 30, I guess. Or in there. And that's my turn.
All right.
This thing disappears. Like, you see it just disappear into the floor. Just shoop.
Okay.
It reappears right there. So you see it come up out of the ground at your feet.
Okay.
Your feet are kind of like, you feel your feet almost sink into the sand a little bit as the sand around you almost liquefies as this thing comes up in front of your face and just roars. I mean, your hair is being blown back with this huge maw of fangs.
Pause for a moment. There's no wall between me and the Sand Sentry here?
Oh, you're on the other side of the wall. Okay, then
Yes.
it came up.
All
right
right, there you go. Okay.
That makes more sense.
Look, my plan worked. It's ignoring all of you.
Yeah, and it wants you to die. With a mighty fist, it slams down upon you. Oh, whoops.
Yeah.
Forgot to target you. It
A 21 will not hit.
Yeah, no, it rolled a 34.
Oh, well, that will totally hit. Okay.
But
That will, in fact, actually crit.
target you. Why I can't remember. Get the wrong thing. There we go. So 15 plus. 1. Okay, so you take 21 points of damage. 15 already assessed you. So
Okay.
add the other 6.
Yeah.
And you are affected. Let's see, you are blinded. Like, is this thing
Okay.
sand? Like, is this fist hit you? Sand and everything gets in your eyes, and you're.
There's no reflex saving throw or anything for being blinded by sand.
No, it is a critical hit function.
Okay. All right.
But hang on, I gotta find you here. Add this effect. Find it. Okay. And then the next thing that it does is.
Well, hold on. What's its movement speed? Because it moved
50.
more than
50.
how much?
50.
50. Okay. All right. So what's next?
And then the next thing it's going to do is dip back down into the ground.
Okay.
Cabad.
So it's no longer visible, no longer available to attack.
It's not visible.
I'm going to charge over to here. And I was going to whack it with my shield, but it seems to have vanished.
Remember what I yelled to you on my way
Yeah.
out?
Now, I don't remember which side of these things the spigots are on.
If you look on the map, there's like a little curved doodah in the upper. Yeah, there. Thank you, Thad. That is the spigot.
So, it not being there, I will move over to here instead and attempt to activate the spigots.
Okay, so that'll be 2 actions to get there, and
It's an action to interact with the spigot.
yes.
All right.
Which, if you recall, there were action words on the wall.
Yeah. But we did spend some time talking about that, so I would like to assume that everyone in the group is aware of what those words are.
Yes.
Okay.
Not bad. Make me an Arcana roll.
Okay, Arcana.
Okay. Water begins pouring out of the spigot.
Excellent.
Okay. That would be the end of Catbat's turn. Hylia.
Okay. Is this thing completely underground? Like, we can't see it at all?
Make me a perception roll into the tower.
Yeah, you can search for it.
I only want to search with my eyes.
Okay.
Not with your heart.
No.
Do not put your heart into attack range.
You not see it. Can't tell. Like, it disappeared from where it was sitting there in front of Sam, and short of like a few like granules of sand and clods of dirt kind of moving around where it just slipped into the ground. You can't see any ripples, or not sure where it's moving to.
All right. Can I? I literally don't know what to do. Oh.
Try recalling knowledge about its sand shifting abilities.
Ooh, yeah. That's a good idea. Let me see if I can learn anything else about this.
That is a fantastic idea.
I have my
Props.
moments.
Good thinking.
What did we decide this was, an Arcana roll?
Yeah, make it
Yes.
Arcana roll.
I still don't know shit about it.
Well, I will give you this. Though hitting it with fire or heating it up might turn its outer skin into extra armor, it also will prevent it from being able to slip back down into the earth because it can no longer, like, liquefy its form.
It solidifies it.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Also, it has, like, some minor resistances to acid, cold, electricity, fire, force, piercing, slashing damage, like, all the things.
Mm.
When it has glass armor. So, pros and cons, but being able to hit it is kind of important.
Yep.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna take a 5-step. Nope. I want to go here. I can't even speak.
Okay. It's 2
In
actions.
case it shows back up, and
Yep.
then.
Hold on. Let me flat-foot it.
I'm sure it won't show right back there. That'd be too easy. But
I mean, you could stab the pile of dirt it teleported into. Maybe you'll get lucky.
shit, let's do that. Why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm here for it.
Flat grade.
Nice. Is that just a regular attack? Just to stab it and see what happens?
Yep. Unfortunately, that was a miss.
Okay. Good luck. Hopefully it's nicer to you.
All right.
The smelt.
Roz.
Alright, first things first, I would like to make an Arcana check just to see if I can figure anything out about how it moves, like how to possibly make it surface. I'm not trained in Arcana. Is that still possible to do?
Yeah, it's gonna be a super long shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like kinda probably just bad use of an action. I will spend the time preparing 3 fire arrows. Or a fire arrow to use against the thing so that we can hopefully solidify it.
Okay.
Make it unable to do that. So I will spend 1 action to do that.
Okay.
1 action to move here. And as her last action, Savanta will shout, "Hey you crusty old statue, are you afraid of us? Come out here and fight."
All right.
That is a
Diplomacy roll for you. All right. That's pretty good.
Oh.
You hear this underground.
Kind of grumble, grumble.
it's gnashing its teeth.
Yeah.
And I think that's about my last action, because I did one thing, and then I moved, and then I did that, so.
Okay. All right. So, action number 1. I would like to move away from this creature. Let's see. Okay. So, I will move to the other side of Vasadi. Action number 2.
Or stumble, but
Yeah, in general, yeah. Make my way there. I can, like, one hand along the wall kind of thing.
Sure.
I know the general layout of the room. Okay, so action number 2 is I will interact with my water skin. I will grab my water skin, and I will pour the water into my eyes to try and flush the sand out of my eyes to remove the blinded condition.
okay. Make me a fortitude save.
All right.
Okay. You succeed.
Yeah, I feel like a 27 should probably do the job.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Okay, so let's see. I moved, I pulled out the water bottle, I flushed my eyes. That's basically all of my actions.
Okay.
Vasadi? You're up.
So are we trying to give it or make it solid?
Yes.
Okay. Um. Um. Move up here. And I'm gonna hold burning hands for when it pops out of the
Okay.
sand.
And it does so. Actually, no. I'm sorry. It. See the ground kind of like ripple and move, and it pops up right here in front of Sam.
It's a
So-
15-foot cone.
Okay.
If I could angle it more that it gets like the side of the cone instead of like
Yeah, you can
right
angle
at it.
Yeah, you can angle it so it just hits the
The
statue
wall and the statue.
instead of Blaze.
Yeah.
Unless you want to set Blaze ablaze.
Ew.
Well, I froze him last time, maybe.
Yeah. Wow.
Hey.
Oh, that was it. Save. I thought that was. Sorry, I thought it was the roll.
Yeah. I mean, it still hits. So
Yeah.
it does the thing we were hoping it would do.
Yes, and as the fire like envelops it, you see the outer like surface begin to shimmer and liquefy, and then as your flame ceases, see it kind of cool to a glowing, like how molten lava kind of like starts turning a deep dark red. It turns and looks at you and cackles and says, "Ha ha ha ha! Fool, you've only made me stronger." Turns back to you, Sam, and slams another fist at you.
Did it at least spend an action gloating? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
this thing like smashes you into the ground, and then it stands over you and says, "Who's crusty now?"
Well, I'm not there to engage in an argument.
Right
It
now,
wins by default.
Yeah.
the response is right now, technically you are because you've got a crust. And let's see. We have water. Is this water coming out with any force?
I mean, a decent amount, yeah.
Can I use the fist around the spigot thing to try and spray it with water?
Rinse it.
Can you use what now?
The old trick of putting your hand around the water fountain, around the water spigot, and directing the spray.
Make me an intelligence roll.
Oh, you keep picking on me.
And if you fail, you have to play with the running water.
You know what would work great for that, Steven? It's your idea, but you know what would work great for that? Your shield.
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh.
So, yeah, get water in so fill the shield with water and splash it.
Okay.
That's what you're saying?
They could kind of put it with the concave, down so that the water hits it and then it's redirected right onto the sentry.
That's a good trick. Okay, let's do that.
Make me a dexterity roll.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good.
It turns as the water's like spraying towards it, and you see it kind of get this like wide look in its eyes for a second. It steps out of the way, but it does get splashed with a portion of the water, and you see like chunks of that glass armor kind of crack and chip off as it takes some damage.
Ooh. Hey, Mr. GM.
Yep.
I'm unconscious. Can I go pee?
Sure.
All right.
Actually, if you want, we're at 2 minutes till our first break. Let's just go ahead and take our first break.
Okay. All right, cool.
Chat, we'll be back at 5. Taking a break.
And how careless we could be. And how careless we could be.
It's too late now. I remember you and me. And how careless we could be.
I can't believe the night lay waste to all we'd given. But honestly, you've gotta know that this ain't living. But we could run from Elysium and let it burn, let it burn. You've gotta know that nothing lasts forever. And I can't believe myself. I never thought that this would be our end, but it's nothing new. And my lover's honesty, I can push it back down if I have to, if you want me to. 'Cause we can run, and we can run. 'Cause stars they fall all for you. So tell me now, what's left to lose if we run? Forever.
Chad, we're back. Howdy. Guys, all back?
Yep.
Let's throw up a
Hi,
vote.
hi.
Let's throw up a vote and see. Sam,
Yeah.
how'd your pee go?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I always love an opportunity to get my dick out. So
Shit.
Damn. Okay. So anyway, to
Alrighty then.
keep things moving along, I'm gonna run over and do a stab.
Okay.
Because why not? Well, I forgot to target it.
Make sure you
Sorry.
target. And
I did.
That's a hit.
Yay!
oh yeah, you're flanking it, huh? Nice.
I'll try that again.
Bam.
Yeah.
Dang.
Right.
Snippity snap.
Don't mess with my friends.
Snicker snack stab attack.
Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Wow.
Damn.
Wow. You just came in and tuned this son of a bitch up.
Because it's being mean to my friends, and we don't do that.
Yeah.
Props.
Yeah. You
Alright.
come in and just you're taking your short sword and just like hacking away, and you see like just chips of obsidian just flying everywhere.
It does still have It does still have some of the obsidian layer, right? Excellent. Okay, Sylvanta is going to drop her bow as a free action, or whatever that is. Draws her weapon, and she will attempt to move and attack. So as I think I'm remembering right that that's 3 actions, right?
It is.
And she's actually going to end up over here.
Okay.
Just because she doesn't want to stand in the sand. She wants to have a stable ground on which to attack. She is targeting that. I think so. Yes. Okay. What?
It was a nice
annoying.
try.
It was.
Bummer.
But yeah, that does not work out. So, and I think that's my last action. So yeah.
Okay, so I'm unconscious. Quick question. I know that at some point you make a like a fortitude check or like a straight roll or whatever to determine if you continue to bleed out or not.
Yes. So roll a d20.
Okay. All right, so we're rolling a d20. We are continuing to bleed, I
You are
suppose.
at dying condition 2.
Okay. All right. That's basically all I can do.
Die more
So-
slowly. please.
Yeah.
And die more slowly. I'm trying, buddy. I'm trying.
Okay. Saudi.
I just stabilize, and then I'll move on to solider ground. That's all I can do.
Okay, so I am now stabilized?
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're
I
passed
appreciate
out, but
the
you're
fact that
not
you
dying.
have prevented me from dying.
Okay.
Okay.
The good guys. So you see him like as he's standing over still teabagging Blaze's body. You see him turn and like try to like slip down into the ground, but you see like that the chunks of its glass armor gets kind of like hung up in the dirt and it can't do it. And it roars and turns to Sylvanta, the last person to piss it off, and swings a mighty fist at you. Oh, wrong one. But that's a miss. Me
Definitely.
untarget Sam.
Thank you.
Oh. Me untarget Sam. There we go. And target Sylvanta. There we go. Alright. It swipes again at you. slamming its other fist down. Actually, it puts both fists together, like Star Trek style.
Yeah.
Double fisting! Double fisting!
It gives you the double fisting, and it crits.
Ow.
But yeah, it seems the Star Trek approach is the successful one here.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. You take 26 points of damage.
I mean, that's a lot.
That bad.
But, you know, Sylvanta can take another shot like that.
Yeah.
Whereas the rest of us would still be paced.
Yeah, Sylvanta just kind of like, obviously
Ow.
not exactly comforted by that, but she just says,
Could have been worse.
So, another stroll to spray it some more.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
It
Give it the
has-
power washing of its life.
Yeah, unfortunately, the cooling effect has done its thing. So
It's not
though
taking
you, though you splash it with water, it's already done its deed.
It's
Okay.
not taking any runoff damage then. Okay.
Well, welcome back, Hylia.
So now that isn't doing anything, do I have time to do other things here? I have
But you
my
know
shield.
what? The splishity splash of cold water does wake Sam up.
Conscious.
Still
Well-
0 points, but
Yeah, I'm still at 0 health.
I'll just lay there quietly because we will be with you in a moment.
Yeah, I'm
You're
totally
just laying
playing
there.
dead.
Oh.
yeah. Put me back to sleep. Put me back to sleep.
Anyone can
if-
help
if-
me
if
knit my
possible,
bones
if-
back together, that would be awesome.
Having seen that it did nothing, I'm going to attempt to go over here and slam it hard with my shield because that's
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Large blunt force.
blunt force shield.
Kill it.
Okay. Remember to target it.
All right. Let's see. What do I need to roll for this? Because I don't have an actual.
Do you have a the attachment on it that? Remember we've talked about this where you
I
have to
don't know
put
if
a.
this thing has a shield boss or not.
This is Akentepe's shield, right?
Yeah.
I remember, like, didn't the description specify that like the shield boss was like a scorpion motif or whatever?
No, it's just an inscription or it's emblazed with
okay.
it.
I think it had a scarab or the scorpion.
Was
I
it?
think.
Scarab,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
So-
Well, if it has like a raised boss,
Then it can do additional damage, but without that, it's just a shove.
Okay.
okay.
I mean, you can shove it.
Yeah, the idea is to possibly knock it back a bit, get it off guard.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, if you can stumble it and knock it down and force it to have to stand back up, you know, that's one less action it can use on us.
Sure.
So that's just a fist attack effectively, right?
No, that is a strength roll.
Strength roll. Back on the other page. Boom. Come on, work.
And compared to its
Probably massive strength.
actually you succeeded.
Sweet.
It does
Thank
have
you.
massive strength, but you beat it by 1.
Oh, cool.
All right, so
Training. Training will do.
you come in and shove your load into it, and you see it like stumble back against the wall and drop down to its knees? Question mark?
Okay, we'll go with that.
On its butt, whatever.
On its yeah. Okay, Hylia, you're up to
I'm
bat.
just gonna stabby.
Stick.
Or not. Let's try that again. That was embarrassing. Oh my god.
Okay, you can do other things too, like you can try to knock it down.
Can I though? Isn't it already
well-
knocked down?
Well, you could knock it down further with like an athletics check?
No, it's
No,
it's already down.
It's
as low as it can go.
Yeah. Hang on. I
Oh,
want
wait,
to
so
check something though.
So it's prone?
Yeah.
Okay.
And a 19 doesn't hit it while it's prone?
Unfortunate.
It also doesn't say that it's prone, it just says it's flat-footed, so...
Flat-footed grunt is that's basically what that is.
Yeah, it gives it the same condition.
Oh. Okay, well, shit. I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, it doesn't get to, you don't get to step multiples of the same kind of condition.
Unfortunately, no.
It's the worst. The
You
worst
could
of
toss
them.
some water on it.
Yeah, we've already established that
Oh.
It's no longer.
Yeah, I just needed to hit it, and I didn't. And so, do I just hit it a third time, even though
I would step away so that it can't hit you.
Yeah, 5-foot step.
Yeah, because it won't
Okay.
provoke and you'll be out of its range.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, because it'll have to get up, move
Oh,
towards you.
That's true.
Yeah.
One less
so,
person I can damage.
so even then, that reduces the likelihood that it's going to be able to do anything else to you.
All right.
Alright.
Savanta is
freaking
eager
endless.
to, actually give it a good whack. You know,
All
after
right.
all, so Hylia got such a good hit, and it's like, okay, I got to follow this up here. Come on now.
Kind
Get
of
off.
shift your grip on the
Oh my
war maul.
goodness. Very irksome. Okay,
Ah,
try that one more time. That doesn't work. Yeah. Okay. Savanta herself is going to take a 5-foot step back.
okay.
Okay.
That is her third and final action. So that ends her turn. But she's taking herself out of attack range.
Okay. I am going to play dead. Because I think that's all I can really do.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So, thumbs up. I'm rooting for you guys.
Saudi. Chris.
Do the 2-action heal on, please.
Okay.
I like the sound of that.
That's a spell?
let's- Yes, sir.
All right. I have health again.
Yay.
Oh, hopefully the creature doesn't notice, because it would be sort of ironic if you healed me just for it to,
Yeah, turn around and be like,
knock me back into the Stone Age.
I said you were dead.
Know what else to do with my last action?
Do you have any one action cantrips or spells?
Oh, everything is at least 2. Well, no, I don't even have that one ready, so no.
Well, the water has done its trick. You could go turn off the water before it floods the room.
Or it turns what I'm standing in into a
A
pond.
giant mud pit.
Okay. Well, I'd have to move, and then I'd just be staring at it.
Well, that's fine.
So now I'm just staring at a spigot.
Yeah.
Yeah, better than nothing, I think it's something done.
All right. It spends its first move, rising off the ground, and now Samet did not notice that you're back again.
I am super pleased about that.
But it wants a piece of that sweet Savanta ass because no one calls him Krusty.
Oh, you did call it crusty. Oh, okay.
So it moves there. Capat, do you have attack of opportunity?
Sadly, no.
It's mostly a fighter thing.
Yeah, there's one feat that would give it to me, but I don't really get it for another level or so.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's a handy feat to have, but it is a bit of a grind to get.
Oh man. Unbelievable.
Sploosh! Up against the wall. Sploosh.
I just swings out with a sandy fist, and the fist just turns to sand, all falls to the ground. It's like, oh, darn. Oh.
You know how a sandcastle melts when it gets wet?
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. It swung its hand and the water that's like spraying all over just kind of turned it into this limp, like wah, 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 wah. Yeah, it's going to spend the next turn like trying to regroup its form.
Nice.
Unbelievable. And I was sitting here bragging about how my dice were going to just absolutely pwn
I mean, you
guys.
critted me last turn.
I mean-
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, I mean, you critted him once, you critted me twice. Like,
Sure.
I kind of feel like your dice are doing okay.
Yeah. All right, cat bad.
See, I have my shield is in good position. Do I need to interact with my sword to attack? I probably do. So,
I'm going to assume that you've had it ready.
Yeah, your sword's probably in your other hand.
it's in my other hand, so. All right, attack time.
So
Okay.
start chopping. Ooh.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Oh.
Do it.
It's a crit, fellas.
Ooh.
16 damage.
That is a beautiful crit.
Nice.
Now let's try another attack.
The mighty roar.
That's a bad.
Oh,
And then
that's a
you
bad
spend
miss.
then you spend the next action or the next turn doing pirouettes from that huge swing you just took.
Yeah.
It's like you
Slipped a little bit in the mud.
You like slice through it so hard that you're just like spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning.
I mean, the floor is muddy, buddy. You gotta watch out for that stuff.
Yeah.
The sad thing about that is I was going to try and give a few more hit points back to place.
And then
Oh, well.
it turns and looks at you laying on the ground and says,
That just makes you a beta cuck.
Not a beta cup.
oh.
"Okay,
About that. I don't.
I will." Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay. I'll scooch over to here.
Okay.
And try to murder it.
Succeed, please.
For the love, it would be nice, wouldn't it? My God. God damn it.
Darn.
Can I?
Well, you moved and you stabbed twice. That's kind of it for you, kiddo.
Yeah, I know. I'm embarrassed.
Savanta,
You're our only hope.
take it home.
All right, I'll do what I can. Also, I appreciate the Star Wars line. Let's see. Wait, where's my thing? I am targeting it. Yes, and it is flat-footed. Such a delight.
Eat.
Okay, let's give it a go. So, yeah, Solanta, like seeing that the thing is like struggling to recompose itself, as it were. She's definitely gonna try and take that opportunity. Clean as clock.
Decompose it, please.
Yes, with a wet, sandy slap sound.
Splorch.
Wonderful. Okay, so that did pretty well. Savanta's gonna do one more attack. Alas, no. So that is 2 actions. As her third, she shifts 5-foot steps this direction.
Okay. I'm conscious.
You are.
So, I have a quick question before I stand up. The door to the right-hand side of the Sand Sentry.
Uh-huh.
Is that door open?
It is not.
Okay. All right. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. I will stand up. Next question is, if I attempt to devise a stratagem to strike this creature who currently has its back to me,
And playing patty cakes.
yes, is it? Is this a? Would this be a free action because it's a part of the mystery of House Pantheru or not?
Yes, it is.
Okay, all right, then it's a free action. So let me take a quick attack roll to see what we would get were I to stab said creature. Okay, I will take that. And
Now,
I get a
it's
bonus?
Not flat-footed to you because Savanta moved out of the way. However, it is prone, which is why
Okay.
that's a hit.
Just as good. All right. All right. So I stabbed it.
Yeah.
Okay, and now I will run away. Let's see.
Not a bad idea.
Scrambling over Hylia's,
Yeah, I will. Well, hold on a sec. I will athletically leap over her, or attempt to do so.
It's
All
a
the way
dance
over
move.
there.
Use society because it's a dance move.
I'm actually good at athletics, despite the fact that my character is not the buffest of dudes.
If that fails, then I'll have you roll diplomacy to bust a move on
All
Hylia.
right. All right, here we are. We are attempting our athletics roll.
Yeah.
I feel like I have
So
reasonably
the roll
achieved
for
my
what?
goals.
Yeah, that worked.
Okay, I believe that's... I got up, I stabbed it, I ran away. All right, that's it for me.
Okay.
Okay, Vasadi.
Say the words to turn off the spigot.
Okay. Licka
And then-
high, licka hiney ho. Licka high, licka chani ho.
Let me actually...
And no
Okay.
Pee-wee's Playhouse fans?
Yeah, actually, I was just
Not in a
about
while.
to say.
I'll try to acid splash the thing. Oh, like, I'm not gonna... I don't hit nothing.
Nope.
Okay, I'm done.
You do have a staff that you can go up and just, whack the shit out of things, right?
Is it magic?
I would have to roll high, which we all see that I can't do. So...
I mean, the laws of averages state that eventually you're going to get a good roll, right?
Well, hope it's on one of your guys' healing,
Yeah.
I
true.
guess.
All right. So, it's finished making mud cakes and is now standing up. Yeah, bad.
Okay.
You're still doing pirouettes. Hylia, your turn.
Wait, he skipped another turn?
Well,
Yeah, it was a bad crit.
Yeah, he rolled a 1.
Oh,
All right.
the
At
crit
this point, I'm just going to keep stabbing it because what other skills do I bring to this battle? None.
I mean, as a skill set, like stabbing evil things to death is not a bad one to have.
It's oh, thank the Lord.
Especially when you hit it.
Also, you have a better idea than the rest of us. What it means.
Oh my
Yes!
Hylia,
Big mad.
finish it.
Don't fuck with my
Finish
friends.
it.
And I don't really still quite understand what this thing looks like, but I split it in half.
Okay. Right now, it's just a blob of mud and sand.
Yeah.
Splash on the ground. Nice job.
Oof.
Right.
Hey, we
Good
did
work,
it.
everyone. I liked our tactics a lot.
Dun,
We're
dun,
we're
dun,
getting
dun,
tactical.
dun,
I'm
dun.
enjoying this.
Yep, I'm proud of us.
Hey.
Savanta is going to heal Blaze.
Yay.
You need
Let's see, so what was it again? Hold on a sec. That's not bad. Pathfinder.
Dun, 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 dun.
Let us see.
So I assume Sans
So,
didn't drop any fat loot. Oh well.
let us hope. Let us hope. Okay, so with assurance, I can basically automatically heal with that. I think.
Yes.
Wait. Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. So that is going to be 2d8 of healing for you, Sam.
Awesome.
You're
Do you
expert
roll or do
in
I?
medical.
Actually, that's so I have assurance. It gives me proficiency bonus, or it gives me like a 10 plus my proficiency, which is a 17, and that beats the minimum proficiency for trained, which is 2d8 on a success.
Okay.
All right. So I am rolling 2d8 for health.
Yes.
Woo!
Wow.
Oh, fabulous.
I feel amazing. All right. Well, thank you very much. All right. So we'll reduce the
That was
ones
one
that
use
are-
of my healing kit, Mr. GM.
I'm gonna change the rules on these healing kits. I hate doing the random thing on it. I'm gonna make it so that they are
It's a set
worth.
number.
Yeah, they are gonna be worth.
Oh, I have a suggestion.
Okay.
Just assign a maximum number of health that each kit can heal, and then as we heal that amount, it'll eventually exhaust the kit.
Oh, I like
So,
that
like-
idea.
That would be easier to keep track
Yeah.
of.
So if you had like 100 hit point healing kit, which would be like a base healing kit, and you heal someone for 28, it no longer has 100. It now has 72.
Perfect. I like the idea. All right.
All right.
They're worth 100 heal points. I was actually thinking that number as you were discussing that. So,
All right.
mark off however many you just healed off of yours there, Savanta.
16 from Steam. Okay.
So the next thing to think about is is there a difference between a Mastercraft healing kit? Does it have more health? So forth and so on. It
Yeah.
opens up all kinds of interesting crafting possibilities.
Sure.
I'm always interested in stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I detail my items just for fun. I know what all my things look like. It's just, I find that interesting.
I agree. Okay. What else you guys gonna do?
Okay. Well, I'm conscious and I actually feel pretty good about that.
Do you need a? Are you back to well, or no? You still got some.
I'm a little beat up, but I'm not in fear of my life. I would like to ask Vasadi if she still can detect magic on the pile of sand that was the Sand Sentry.
I'll detect magic.
The sentry is no longer.
Thank you, Catbat.
You're welcome.
It's no longer has a life force.
Okay.
However, there are glowing bits in the. Oh, actually, you guys aren't in that room, so.
Right. Well, we did see that there was glowing bits in the room previously, so that's
Yes.
probably where we will go next to investigate. Now that the Sand Sentry is removed.
Yes.
Okay.
Assuming that you guys are. What's that?
Now that it's been polished off.
Yeah. I assume you're going to toss the room to find the bits in the sand. So here's what you guys find. I'll save you the rolls.
Okay.
It seems that kind of the theme of this house is that there seem to be things occupying it that love to prey on individuals, much like yourselves, that have come in and explored this throughout the eons. So amongst some very old, rusted and unusable bits and pieces of armor and straps and some rusted out hilts and whatnot, you do locate a set of scale mail that is in pristine condition.
Was that one of the things that detected as magical?
It was.
All right. So I'll just say a magical set of scale mail.
Well, as you give it to me, I can do the
Yeah, it's
Alien
read
D.
aura.
Yeah, it's a +1 resilient scale mail.
+1 resilient.
There is a composite short bow that is in fantastic shape. It is a +1
magic short bow.
+1 striking composite short bow.
All right, cool.
There are 10 arrows that are lying in the remnants of what was probably a quiver of some sort, but the arrows themselves seem to be in fantastic condition.
All right.
Uh,
Go on.
5 of them are explosive.
Ooh.
10 of them are fire.
All right. So
Wait,
there
so
are
15
5
arrows?
There are 15 arrows. 5 of them are explosive.
and 10 fire arrows.
10 are fire.
Awesome.
Mind if I take 5 of the fire arrows?
I certainly have no objection.
You can take 10 of them if you want. I don't need them.
Okay.
Well, I mean, there are a couple of people that have like bow skill.
That's true. I do as well. I just don't.
And I'm not the best archer, so like if someone's actually better
Yeah.
at it than me, that actually might be better for them to take it.
Right. Now, was it Hylia that struggled with the bow because she was using a longbow instead of a short bow?
Yes, that was Hylia. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, take your short. I'd say take the short bow because composite short bow is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should probably try to use this one. I think you'll have much better luck.
It'll fit your reach better.
I had a composite short bow.
Yes,
You had
but this is
a-
a magical one.
The one that I have, I think, is magical too. Wait, what are the stats on this one?
Here, let me look at yours.
I have a Kentucky's composite short bow. I assumed it was magical.
Oh, I forgot about that.
It is not.
Which one?
Okay.
Fancy.
The one that you have is not magical.
Oh.
Is what it sounds like.
Okay.
So it's now possible for you to use a magical one and
Sweet.
turn
Swap.
in the other one for money to the historians.
Yeah. Let's do this.
And also exploding arrows.
That was
Hey,
5 exploding or 10 exploding arrows, right?
there are, I believe there are, hold on.
5
There
explosive
There are
and 10
5 explosive arrows and 10 fire arrows.
Yeah, I'm going to dump all of this into the party sheet, guys, so you don't need to.
Okay.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
Just one quick note. We should try to figure out like what the radius of said explosive arrows are.
Yeah.
Because if it's a 5-foot radius, it's like, oh, okay. If it's a 20 or 30-foot radius, it's like, ooh, watch out.
You also locate and this is not magical, but is a gold holy symbol of Saren Ray lying in the dirt, clutched in a bony skeleton hand, but the rest of the skeleton's missing. And then scattered around in the actually, everybody make me a search roll.
Okay.
Oh, perception.
Yeah, perception in the tower.
I still miss search rolls sometimes. Honestly, I like those.
I know.
Oh, sorry. Was I supposed to do it in the tower?
That's fine.
Okay.
For this one, it's fine.
I mean,
Whoa.
we all know I'm
I
searching.
saw that roll. I'm at 19.
All right. You guys locate 32 platinum pieces, 157 gold pieces, 402 silver pieces, and 33 copper.
157 gold pieces, you say?
157 gold, 32 platinum, 402 silver, and 33 copper.
Okay, wait. Repeat the gold and silver again. Because I got 32 platinum, and then.
Again, I'm going to dump all this into the party sheet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 32 platinum, 157 gold, 402 silver, 33 copper.
152. Wait, 157 gold, 152 silver?
No, 402.
Oh, 402 silver. Okay.
Yeah. That's actually quite the haul. I feel like, our chances of successfully surviving this place have dramatically gone up.
Our weapon availability is.
And who is interested in the scale armor, by the way? Because I'm just trying to figure out who's got what. Pathfinder, you're wearing plate, correct?
I'm wearing. What am I wearing?
Half plate.
Half plate.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
I think you two are the only ones that could reasonably expect to use the scale mail.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if the scale mail will be an upgrade to your armor class or not, Catbad. What are you wearing, Sylvanta?
I'm wearing a +1 breastplate.
Okay.
What is the
Yeah,
total
yeah.
AC
Um,
bonus on that?
The breastplate gives an AC bonus of 5.
All right, this
With
gives a
the-
+3.
Okay.
So this is just sell it, I think, probably.
Well, I mean,
Uh,
yeah, let's see what Catbad's armor gives him, because if this is magical, like, there are benefits to wearing magical armor, typically.
Yeah, this is an AC bonus of +5 for the half plate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's up to you guys. You would take an AC downgrade, but you would be wearing magical armor.
Resilient gives you a +1 item bonus to your saving throws.
So that's a good thing too.
So that's a bit of a trade-off. Your AC would go down by 2, but all of your saving throws would go up by 1.
I think
Yeah.
for Savanto, for her part, is probably going to stick with her current armor.
I'm not going to change it right now because it takes a half hour to change your clothes, change your armor. But
Yeah, give it some thought. Let us know what you decide. If you want to keep it, great. If you feel like you don't need it, then we will convert that to cash.
All right, Hylia, you wanted the short bow?
Yes, please.
Okay.
if only I knew crafting and could then move the runes.
Who's taking the explosive arrows?
I would give those to either Sylvanta or Hylia.
Give to Sylvanta.
Wait, Hylia, well, hold on a second before we allocate that out. So just so we know, Hylia, what's your bonus to attacking with that short bow you have now?
I haven't. Well, you can look at the bow that you currently have. It should be the same.
+9.
Yeah. Okay, so actually our bonuses, that's for our first attack. Our bonuses are exactly the same. Because it's 9, 4, and then -1, right?
Yep.
Okay.
But I still think you take them because at this point I've not hit a single thing with the short bow.
You're bound to get lucky eventually.
Yeah. Sylvanta will say, "Why don't you take 2 arrows and I'll take 3 of the explosive arrows?" Does that sound suitable?
Sure.
Also, Sylvanta was going to take 5 of the fire arrows and leave the other 5 kind of in reserve. Actually, let me add those there right now.
All right. So how many are you taking of the
3
explosive?
explosive arrows, 5 fire arrows.
All right. Let me. Oh, you're already putting it. Okay. Got it. Okay. So the others are going to Hylia. Is that
Yes.
correct? Okay. And it's a 10-foot explosion radius to answer the question, by the way.
Okay.
So the same as an alchemical bomb.
Okay. That is that. So let's distribute.
Whoever created Fantasy Grounds really missed an opportunity to, like, when you distribute stuff, like, there should be, like, the little sound of the clink of coins or whatever.
Yeah,
Yes. The coins that I think were supposed to go to Sylvanta went to Ilavara.
Now it splits them evenly.
Yeah, but Ilavara is
It's
no
different
longer in the
character.
group.
Oh. What? Oh, shit.
Ilavara is so good, she's earning money and she's not even here.
It's like one of those videos on YouTube where they talk about how you do nothing, but you have revenue streams.
Yes.
Right.
It's like that.
Okay. So how much did it just give to Ilavara?
81 silver pieces, 7 copper pieces, 7 platinum pieces, and 31 gold.
Add that to your.
Just add it manually?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just manually add that in.
Excuse me just fine. Let's see. 7 plat. And how many gold pieces are in a
10.
I believe it's 10.
Okay. Oh, so it's all increments of 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is correct. Okay. What are you guys gonna do?
Okay. Well, I mean, we've pretty successfully tossed the room. let's assume we've been in there for a while. Could you give us a description of the room, like
Yeah.
now that we're inside of it?
Yeah, this is the courtyard, like that interior courtyard. So
That's the
tiled,
one that had the open roof, right?
yeah.
Okay.
So tiled
And so there's a
walkway,
balcony up above.
correct. Tiled walkway surrounds a square patch of earth and sand in this high atrium. Balcony on the second floor overlooks the courtyard, and a square hole in the ceiling opens to the sky. 4 columns in the corners of the atrium support the roof above, and the walls are decorated with symbols and hieroglyphs depicting animals, celestial creatures, and the sun and moon.
Okay. So from what I can see of the map, I can see 3 entrances. There's the one to the south that we came from. There's the one to the east, which is where the shrine is. And then there's one to the west, which seems to lead to is that the crypt?
That's the
That it leads
doorway
to?
that heads out back outside to the courtyard. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Are there any other entrances out of this room? Like,
No.
Looks like there's one to the north as well, isn't there?
Yes. Yeah, you've got
Okay.
north, south, east, west.
okay. I would like to peer to the north and see what I can see.
Okay. Peering to the north to see what you can see. You see
Wait, like north of Cathbad?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, I will move my character to an appropriate location.
yeah, no, I know where you guys are all at. You're all in this room here. Okay, so peering to the north there, it looks like that's a dining room of sorts, but it doesn't look like a fancy dining hall.
Okay.
You'd guess that
So-
this is probably like servant's quarter dining room. There's 2 stone tables that are sitting against the western wall, while a third occupies the southeastern corner. There's a small square wooden butcher's block in the northeast corner. Stone oven sits in the middle. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's starting to
that's-
sound like the description of the kitchen.
Yeah, that's the kitchen. So, yeah, sorry. This is just an adjoining dining room to that.
All right, so I'm referencing this as the servants' dining hall.
Yeah.
Okay.
And probably prep room because they never got to do just one thing.
Okay, so I have another question before we move on. On the map, I can see that there is a set of stairs. Those
Yeah,
are the stairs going down into the crypt, right?
No. And
Okay,
you haven't been-
where do those stairs go?
You want to go into that area? You haven't been down in there yet.
Okay, tell you what. I will mention this to the rest of my compatriots that, hey, we never checked out this area, and I will backtrack to here and investigate the room to the west,
You
or the
pull out-
area to the west.
Pull out this scroll that's a map and floor plan of the House of Panthar. You're like, hey, I noticed that there's a set of stairs here.
The map we've been drawing on one of his notebooks.
Yeah, I have a loose scrap of paper and a charcoal, a lump of charcoal or what have you.
Okay, so basically this is like a parlor. It's a large staircase that climbs to the second floor, presumably. From that room, there's sand and dust all over the floor, painted columns, pieces of broken wood, shattered pottery, disintegrating fabric.
Okay.
Looks like the
General ruin and rubble.
Yeah.
Okay.
So trashed it hard.
Yeah. All right, so we have a choice. We can go up the stairs or we can continue searching this level of the house. I would kind of like to search this level of the house just to make sure there's nothing else lurking here before we go up the stairs.
I completely agree.
All right. Is everyone else
That's
basically on board?
general philosophy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's move to the north. Hylia, would you be so kind as to step ahead of us and look for traps?
Of course.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, we will move through the courtyard or the atrium north into the servants' dining hall.
Okay. So basically, as you step into there, there's a hallway that runs east and west. To the right, which would be the east, goes into the kitchen area, as we already described. To the west, you can see what appears to be another dining hall, but this one is much nicer, fancy. Probably like the actual family's formal dining area.
Right.
Here's the unusual thing. So okay, so there's an enormous stone table that's in the middle of the room. All right, it's marble top. It's polished and smooth. That's odd, thinks Sam. Polished
Noted.
and smooth. Let's see. A much smaller stone table stands on the east side of the room. Slender piles of dust and wood lying in the corners and along the walls. The only remains of chairs after untold years. A strong fetid stench pervades the room. An open sand-filled hallway lies to the south, which is where you guys know where that goes.
Right.
And oh, by the way, set in this bizarre scene of horror, there are half a dozen human skulls that have been set on the table. Each skull is polished clean and balanced atop a tarnished silver goblet that is sitting or standing on a tarnished silver dinner plate.
That's weird.
Ritual crap. Hate it.
Mm. Yeah, that's
Remember,
my
like-
thought too, that it might be some kind of weird arcane ritual.
Well, remember also that last session we found someone is posing these, and they're doing it in kind of like a creepy, macabre humor sort of way. So whoever's doing this, they're the same. It's all the same person. It doesn't seem like a ritual. It seems like just doing something kind of messed up for the hell of it.
Fucking morbid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a religion lore to see if I remember anything about this kind of thing as a ritual that was done by some obscene idiots.
So you rolled an 18, just FYI.
Okay.
And I mean, there's nothing that's standing out as this being like the particular design or arrangement.
Not like a mockery of the given religion or an evil group's favorite thing to do or anything.
No, there's no telltale sign of oh, this is strikingly resembles such and such clan or whatever, or goddess.
Right. No, I think of it as like sacrificial rituals myself. But...
Mm-hmm. Nothing religious about it that is popping off to you.
Okay.
But more so kind of like what you heard Sylvanta kind of vocalizing is that this almost appears to be some sort of a macabre display.
Okay. I mean, for sure, it's totally that.
It's somebody playing games, in other words.
Yeah. All right.
That's Savanta's theory.
Okay, so it is interesting to me that the table is swept clean.
That's
we
odd.
haven't yet. Yeah, we haven't yet entered the room, right?
No, you're kind of peering at it from the entry, I assumed.
Right. I would like to peer into the room to make sure that there's nothing lurking in the corners, waiting to ambush us, or if there's any trap or that sort of thing.
Okay. It doesn't appear that there's anything lurking.
Okay. I will say, I would like to investigate this, and I will step into the room with the polished table and the skulls and the plates, etc.
All right. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Not getting in the way right now.
You what?
I'm not going to get in his way. He goes through and.
I mean, I do love to look for traps and sneaky things, so.
You want to go in, clear the area before he goes wandering in?
Yeah.
Okay. Make me a search roll on the tower, please.
Yep, grab the wrong thing. Let's try that again. There we go.
Ooh.
You know what? It's not nice when you say things like that.
No, I'm kidding. You don't locate any traps, or you do find a bunch of skulls lying on top of a table, though.
What kind of skulls?
6 polished skulls sitting on top of 6 silver goblets, sitting on top of 6 silver plates.
Are they like rat skulls or human-looking skulls, or?
They're human.
Okay.
Yeah, they're human.
Actually, that does beg the question of, like, are these adult humans that we can see?
From what you can tell, yeah.
So it's the upper left portion of the map that where the skulls are, right?
Yep.
Okay.
The upper left portion of the map that you don't have.
Yeah. It would creep me out greatly if these were eggs. If they were feeding if there were like eggs inside the skulls that they were feeding blood in the.
Oh, like some alien stuff.
If there were eggs in there, you guys could just retire right now.
Yeah, because we could sell them to George R.R. Martin, and then he could have a new show about them.
I mean, I'm thinking just the going cost of price of eggs.
Oh.
But, you know.
Hey, I got our eggs for like under $4
I remember back in the good old days when you used to laugh at my jokes, but now you just eye roll.
What if...
Okay. What are you guys doing? Hello?
I'd say we proceed into the room.
Yeah.
Are we all in there already?
Sure.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't realize I had my mic off. I would like to investigate the skulls. I would like to make sure that they are, one, all just, plain, empty human skulls, and that there's not anything like lurking in them.
Okay.
Thinking back to the research I did, prior to coming here.
Inspect upon the skulls. Make that roll in the tower, please.
Understood.
Yeah, still nothing about them that would indicate that they had popped off of a creature's body or anything like that, in the manner that you're thinking. But again, oddly, they're polished and very neatly displayed.
Right. Okay. Well, I would then move on to my next concern, which would be the things that they are resting on, which would be the silver goblets and the plates. Okay. Are the plates and goblets in fact silver?
They are.
Can I make a crafting roll to determine their value?
Sure.
All right. I'm good at crafting.
Watch out to see that they're not.
They're worth the goblets are worth about 45 gold pieces each, and the plates are worth about 30 gold pieces each. So actually,
dang,
pretty.
That is a chunk o' change.
Yeah.
I will, whichever is the person nearest to me that has one of the handy bags of holding, I will beckon them over and begin shoveling the plate and goblets into said bag after carefully removing the heads.
Okay, they are all in party sheet now.
Okay. And then once I've looted that, I would like to really take a look at the table. Like I want to peer underneath it. I want to look up above it. I want to see the table's made of stone. Is it like fixed in place? So forth and so on.
Fixed in
I will
place.
assist that roll.
Fixed in place. Doesn't appear to be any like covering any trapdoors. There's no hidden levers.
Okay.
Basically, the room is at face value at this point from what
Okay.
I've described.
So here's a question. Using my keen intellectual faculties, I will glance around the edge of the table on the floor. Does it appear that this table basically someone's been dusting it, like the dust has just been brushed off the table
Yes.
and has accumulated underneath the table on the floor?
I wouldn't say accumulated on the floor, but yes, it appears that the table has been cleaned and polished off to
So it's being kept maintained.
to accompany the display. Yes.
Okay. Are there any tracks in the sand that are not ours?
There are not. That's odd.
That is odd. Okay.
Flying hints.
This is a clue. But
it's a clue.
It's a clue. But what it is revealing to me as of yet has not become apparent.
Are you going to puff on your little pipe, though, for a minute? Curiouser and curiouser.
It does kind of make me wish that my character smoked a pipe. Because this would totally be the time to light up and have a good think.
Play the violin, it's fine.
Yeah. Now, I seem to recall you saying that in addition to the table and the skulls and whatnot, there was also another piece of furniture in the room, like a small hutch or something?
Another table. Another stone table.
Okay. Let us investigate that stone table as well.
Nothing about that. It is covered in dust like everything else, and...
Okay.
Is that another solution of coca leaf? In fact, you say?
Yarr. Yarr. Cram that right in my mouth. All right.
Should percent solution, but typo.
I'm going to think about this a little more. Are you cool if we take our break?
Yep. I was just going to suggest it. All right, chat. Stand by. We're going to take our second break. We'll be back in 5 minutos. Don't go anywhere. Okay, we are back. Holy smokes! So we got barbecue a couple days ago, and here they give you like these side condiments of like the pickled jalapenos and all that stuff, right? Which I fucking love. But anyways, I tied into like every now and then you'll hit a jalapeno. Like jalapenos are not that hot, but every now and then you hit one that just lights your shit up. Whew. Warm.
So you found the Scoville Center.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Like I'm sitting here kind of sweating right now. Like
I've had that experience with Sichuan peppercorns.
Spicy meatball!
yeah.
They actually cause like literal numbness sometimes. I'm like, whoa, that's a weird feeling.
Kind of hot in these rhinos.
My mouth is on fire right now.
Milk.
Chocolate milk.
Actually, well, so then I doubled down on it. I poured myself a beverage, not to disclose exactly what it is, but it rhymes with fine, and it's this delicious apple pie flavor that they make, which is quite tasty. Not what you want to drink right after trying to douse the fire of a extra hot pepper.
Yeah, no, alcohol and spices. They make.
I didn't say it was alcohol. I did not say it was alcohol.
It's a spicy drink.
All right, certain beverages and spices.
Did not say that. I did not say anything about alcohol.
It's it's obviously that newfangled thing called Soonsign. Like, you know,
Mhm.
I mean, you must have heard about it. It was on the news just the other day.
Yeah, fine.
It's got that. It's that one that has the stuff in it.
Yeah,
The stuff in it.
the flavors. Okay, let's throw a vote up. Make sure everyone's back. If I can type now, can't type because so hammered off of that fine. All right, we're all here. Okay, what are you guys doing? What's the play?
Did we establish if the table is magical or not? Sorry, I just want to say that before I forget to.
It is not.
Okay. So I mean, you know, quick huddle with the rest of the team here. So there's no tracks, which could indicate that, you know, someone is very carefully concealing their tracks, but it's very, very difficult to do that on a, you know, sandy surface. You know, my other thought is it could be these flying undead creatures, of which we have heard of but have yet to see. If such is the case, it's a little disturbing because I find myself wondering, like, you know, how intelligent they are. Like, clearly, you know, they're just displaying, you know, like a macabre sense of humor. So, I mean, any input from the rest of the group? Like, what do you guys think?
And so Lotith pauses for a moment. She thinks and says, "You know, we've been seeing strange visions and apparitions for the duration of our entry here. As odd as this may sound, I wonder if this is some manner of spirit or a being that does not have a physical body."
You're thinking like a poltergeist, something that can like interact with the area around it, but does not have a physical form.
That would seem so.
I'm thinking undead myself.
That would sort of fit the theme of this house. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, if we have checked out the room thoroughly, and we also, you know, checked out the servants' dining area. We did that, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I believe we've searched the majority of the house aside from the upstairs portion that we've yet to visit. Oh, hi, Leah. You are receiving a visitor?
Yeah, doorbell just rang.
All right. So let's give that a moment.
Oh, keep going, chill.
Okay.
She'll figure it out.
If this is the case, it seems as if we have covered all there is to cover on this floor. I think now it would be the time to proceed apace upstairs.
Okay.
All right. So you guys head back down into the parlor.
There is a body at the door.
No. Leah, are you back? It was a kid?
Yep.
You yell at him, get off our lawn!
No. Anyway, what's happening?
They weren't leaving dog poop in a burning bag, were they?
So, you guys moved back to the parlor to head up the stairs, but as you entered into that room, Leah, I want you to join me in sidebar, please.
I don't know how to do that.
Just move into the TFW sidebar channel. One right above this one.
Just click on it and you'll transfer into it.
Okay, are you there?
I am.
Okay. Hey, how's it going?
What's happening?
How you doing? Yeah? Just being so sexy.
Oh my god.
All right. So listen up. As you enter into that room, sorry, I got to get back to that spot. If you recall, like there was a bunch of just kind of refuge all over the floor, meaning like broken, splinters of wood and pottery and just whatever, right? Like this is very old. As you kind of stepping through some of the debris to make your way to the stairway there, you catch something glitter out of the corner of your eye. Upon further inspection, as you look closer, you see that it looks like a ring.
Can I pick it up?
Sure. You pick it up and look at it more closely, it appears to be similar to like an engagement ring, like a woman's engagement ring. The second that you take it into your hand, the entire room kind of does that fade away thing again. And the whole scene is superimposed by basically kind of taking you back to what this house looked like in its original state. So you see like potted palm trees and richly upholstered furniture that kind of wavers into existence. In the center of the room, you see a ghostly young man clasping the hands of this ethereal young woman. And they're speaking in a language that you don't understand, but you believe it to be ancient Osirian. But you understand what is being said, even though you don't understand the language or the words. But you hear the young man say, "I'm so sorry." And he says, "I can't find the ring that I bought you anywhere. I just had it." And then the girl replies, like very quietly, "It's all right, my love. It's not the right time to tell my family anyway." And then you hear him say, "Come with me, Araceli. Come across the river and we'll be safe." And then she says, "Not yet, darling. My father says we'll be safe here. You go, and when all this is over, you can come back for me and we'll announce our engagement then." Um, and you see her kind of pause and look strangely at the young man, and then she like reaches her hand out and touches his forehead, and she says, are you feeling all right? You're burning up." And then with that, like the vision like fades from view, and all of the like existing, like you're basically back to present tense, like with the ruins of the household.
That was weird.
Okay, I'll join you back in channel with the rest. All right, we're back.
Okay. All right. So we are traveling from one room to the other, and eventually, barring any disturbance, we arrive at the base of the stairs.
Right.
Hold
You guys just gonna go upstairs?
on. Probably we should have someone check for traps or whatever. I could do that.
Hylia, are you there?
I am.
Oh, okay. What are you doing?
Following them.
Can we check the stairs without actually climbing them too? I mean, going alongside and looking underneath and along them.
I can absolutely make the effort.
They're like freestanding, so they're not.
Yeah.
Place, you actually notice as you guys are approaching the stairs and about to walk up, you kind of see Hylia stop, and you see her kind of bend down, and you see her pick something up out of the rubble in the ground, and then you see her kind of stagger for a second, and she just kind of gets this blank look on her face, and then you see her kind of shake her head and snap back to, and then she kind of walks over the stairs to go trotting up them.
Okay. Well, I mean, is she just marching towards the stairs like she's just going to climb right up them?
No, I mean, she's like, oh, better check for traps.
Okay. So first off, Hylia, you okay?
Yeah, like the weirdest thing just happened, and I'll show him the ring.
Okay.
I saw this and picked it up, and I had I don't want to say vision because you're gonna think I'm crazy, but a vision of what this place used to be like and the people who lived here, and
we've all been seeing visions here.
Yeah. I would never go so far as to imply that you are a non-mentoscopos, but do please continue.
it was a young couple, and he had, I think it was this ring bought for her and for their engagement, but he needed to leave to go across the river, and she was going to stay here, and there's concerns about him not feeling well, and then I kind of came back to it was very strange.
Okay. I mean,
this place is really is haunted,
Yep, it absolutely is.
And by haunted, I mean emotional traces of the past burned into it as though they were as though they were etched by the midday sun for years.
I detect magic, see if that ring is magical.
You sure can. And it is.
So then I'll do the read aura.
It is a ring of some sort of protection. On.
Which, by the way, read aura only gives me School of Magic. Oh, sorry, School of Magic.
Ah, that's right.
I got confused earlier and actually read it, so sorry about that.
No, that's fine. So yeah, it basically is of the school of abjuration.
Okay.
Magical.
So what kind of spells are abjuration spells?
Words.
Protection? Okay.
Yeah, basically save you guys the time.
Magical, if then else.
It gives you a +1 item bonus to AC and saving throws.
Nice. Okay.
Who has the lowest AC?
And Hylia, if you recall the vision that you had, very kind and thoughtful gift to give as an engagement ring. You know, the fact that this young man got something that would keep her safe.
That is sweet.
Okay.
Hey,
Who wants
Shrimp.
it? I don't want it. I don't want something that's gonna distract me.
Well,
Well, it actually protects you.
yeah.
Especially because you're a rogue and you have much lower AC than those of us who are wearing, heavy armor.
I mean, but is it gonna make me disoriented and check out for gaps of time again, or do we think
No,
it's
that's more
one
effective the place that we're in, not so much the ring.
Yeah,
What's
you're not.
your AC?
It is 20.
Okay. What's Vasadi's AC?
20.
Okay. One of you two should probably wear the ring.
Hylia, because she's in combat more.
Oh. Okay, rollies.
I would agree. I think Hylia is more likely to be in imminent physical danger. I would put the ring on were I you. Well, I'd wash the ring first, then I would put it on.
All right, it is in your inventory, Hylia.
Alrighty. Anyway, let's not fuss over anything weird happening.
Yeah.
Stairs?
Yeah, you were saying about the stairs there, Thad?
Yeah, nothing, no traps or anything like that. So, you reach the top of the stairs, and
okay.
And actually, Sylvanta will comment to Hylia that, that is discovering such an artifact is a very fortuitous find. Perhaps that we were meant to have it.
I just hope it doesn't cause problems later.
If it does, we'll get rid of it.
So, as you reach the top of these stairs, basically, you're kind of seeing the upper level of the house. It would appear, based upon kind of the layout and the doors and whatnot, that this probably contains the family's bedrooms, stuff of that nature.
This is the private portion of the house.
Yeah. The top of the stairs is just kind of a landing. To the north of you, you see a set of doors. To the east of you, there is a set of doors. And kind of to the northeast, there's a hallway that wraps around that wraps around to that second floor balcony that overlooks the courtyard.
Okay. So there are three ways out of this room. Two doors and the hallway.
Yeah, but the hallway leads to that second floor balcony, and then along that second floor balcony, there's another 3 sets of doors along the east wall.
Okay. I'm thinking we search this portion, these rooms, and then double back to the balcony area. If the rest of the party is so inclined.
Sure. And do we have a map for this area, or this is theater of the mind?
Theater of the mind.
Sounds good to me. Yeah, I think so. Blaze's idea is our usual: search the perimeter and go further in.
Right.
Sounds like Sylvanta is totally okay with that approach.
All right.
Yeah, it worked before. Let's try it again.
Okay. Well, Catbat is on board. Unless I hear any objections from Vasadi or Hylia, let's go with that assumption.
Do it.
What could possibly go wrong?
Everything.
Well, everything, but that's fine.
Oh, so here's a quick question. What is the floor made out of?
Lava.
Yeah, you're all dead. Sorry, I forgot to mention that.
That's
It is mostly like wood, so you're gonna have to be careful where you're stepping, but wood and supported like stone braces.
Okay, so yeah, I was gonna say if it's wood, we need to be careful because most of the wood in this place is pretty rotten.
Yeah. You can certainly make your way through just, being careful to like not step on anything that looks like wood, but there's enough like stone support underneath it that you guys can make your way just fine.
Okay.
And Sylvanta will point out to Cathbad that, like, we are the heaviest, so we should probably be the most careful and let those who are a bit more light-footed proceed first in most instances.
Oh yes, absolutely. Perfectly fine with letting them be the trap detecting devices.
Oh, actually, what Sylvanta will suggest is, since it's everywhere, let's find, either handfuls of sand or just other debris and, like, leave it in a trail that is basically marks off, like, a safe place to follow without falling through the floor. Sorry.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea.
There's where would we find extra sand to do that with? I wonder.
I'm sure we can dig up some.
It's like there's no place around here that has sand.
We'll go downstairs and grab some sand real quick.
That's no problem, I think, yeah.
Okay, where are you guys heading?
Okay, so there's 2 doors. There was a door.
Well, there's a total of 5.
Oh, good lord. Well, in our immediate vicinity.
Yeah, there's a set of doors to the north.
Okay.
There's a set of doors to the east. So basically, as you're standing facing north, there's a set of doors there. There's a set of doors to your right. There's an opening that goes to the balcony, and there's 3 more sets of doors along the east wall of that balcony.
That's too many doors.
Presumably,
I'm never going to keep it all track. Yeah. So you say there are a total of 5 doors.
Yes.
So, wait, you mentioned the balcony. Is there a door to the balcony?
No, this is all open area.
Oh, okay.
Like you can
Okay.
see across the opening of the balcony to see these other doors that are they're so like if you think of a balcony as being kind of like a hallway, there's like 3 doors that are lining the wall of that. Presumably bedrooms.
All right. So my assumption is that when we went up the stairs and entered into this little
Like a foyer.
Yeah, this little mini foyer. So we are facing west.
No, you're facing north.
North. Okay, so we got because I'm looking at the stairs on the map. Do the stairs on the map they travel the stairs go from east to west, right? As they climb.
Sorry. Yes. When you get almost to the top, it hits a small landing, and there's a smaller, so it's a 10-foot wide staircase that goes up. When you get nearly to the top, it splits, and there's a 5-foot staircase that goes right and one that goes left, or north and south. So you can step up either way. You're going to end up in the same foyer.
Okay. What I think I would like us to do is I would like us to start to the south. Which should be like whatever rooms there should be along like the outer wall. So we will start south and then we will work our way clockwise.
Counterclockwise.
If you're going south first, then we're going to have to go east first.
Yeah, which would be counterclockwise, which makes sense.
Okay. All right. Well, let's do that then.
Okay. So the first set of doors that you come to, I presume that you're doing kind of the standard check for traps, etc. All right, Hylia, make that roll. Okay, looks like that door is safe.
What are these doors made of, by the way? Are they stone or are they like just regular wood?
Very thick, like metal banded wood.
Okay. Are they in decent shape?
I mean, being 2,000 years old, yeah.
Okay.
Sylvanta
So-
will open the door that we have determined is not trapped.
I'm trying to think of a way to give you a visual of
I
this
am
without
imagining. Oh, sorry.
kind of, because I can't display a map to you without giving the whole layout away. So essentially, you've walked up a set of stairs, walking west, about say 5 feet before you reach like what would be the second floor level. You reach a landing, and you can either go right or left, but both of them crest to the top of this foyer. One just crests to the north side, the other one crests to the south side. And it is flush with the outside west wall. Okay.
Okay.
So when you walk up onto this level, you would essentially either, if you walked, up the south flight of steps, you would, turn to your left and kind of walk towards where the balcony area is. If you went up the north flight, you would walk out onto that same landing and approach the balcony area.
Okay.
That's basically to the northeast of where the steps come out. So think of like a large open foyer that's probably a good like 30 by 30. This is a big area. And
All right.
and then on the north wall of that, there's a set of doors. And then on the east wall, there's a set of doors. But across the balcony, there's 3 sets of doors. So the first one, which would be that one to the directly east, is the one that you guys are approaching right now.
Oh, okay. All right. So I think I got it. So when we went up the stairs, right? The stairs hit a landing and they split. Like one way to the north, one way to the south. And they kind of like the landing itself was like up against like the outer wall of the upper story.
Yeah, I know how to do that.
Right.
Hang on.
So if basically if I had ignored the landing where the stairs split and continued marching forward, I would have basically smacked my nose into the far wall of the upper level of the house. Is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. Because I was imagining the proportions arranged like a little bit differently. All right. Okay. So we're going to start. We agreed on the southeast. Is that basically? I'm looking for head nods. Is everyone nodding their head?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the
All
cat
right.
said sure.
All right. We'll take the vote.
Yeah.
All right.
We're all nodding condescendingly.
Oh, thank you for that. Okay. So we entered the room, and
Hang on.
please tell us what we see.
Hang on 1 second.
Who's going in first? I had said Sylvanta would open the door, so actually she would be okay doing that.
Well, I mean, I'll go in, but before I go in, I would like to peer into the room to see. Mind you, I think I still have the sun rod, so I can just kind of hold that up to illuminate the room if it's dark in here.
I mean, like, how dark?
Yeah, well, that's the question, right?
I would say it's a perfect dark.
Is it magically darklicious?
Perfect dark. There's a phrase.
Images, import. As okay.
Okay.
Does that help you a little bit?
Yes.
All right. So as you came up the stairs,
Yes.
okay, you can either go that way or that way as the source splits, but either way, you end up like here. Okay. This right here is the balcony area that's overlooking the courtyard.
Right.
All right. There's a set of doors that are right there. There's a set of doors that are right here, which are the ones that you're standing in front of. And then, as I said, along the east wall, there are these other doors right there.
Which we will get to in time.
Yeah. So essentially, like Stephen was saying, going counterclockwise would put you to this one, and then check that one, and then that one,
Okay.
that one, and then last that one.
Okay, that totally sounds reasonable. All
Okay.
right, so Sylvanta has opened the door to the room to the east that we're standing in front of.
Okay. So the walls in this room are decorated with a scenic vista of a river valley running through a desert, resplendent with verdant life and greenery near the shores. Only a few pieces of lacquered furniture remain in the chamber. There's a faint, musty odor of decomposed wood and fabric that lingers in the air, and a set of... never mind.
Okay. Okay. How well lit is this room?
It's not well lit. I mean, unless you guys have your torches or
I have the sunrod.
Okay.
Yeah, I have the sunrod, and the sunrod is good for like 6 hours, so it should still be active.
You can see fine. As you are peering in, kind of raise the sunrod up, and you see the body of a human man lying with its back against a small alcove to the east.
Huh. Propped up?
Yes, and unlike what you would expect, decomp on this seems to be like relatively recent, considering that this is, a couple thousand years old.
Right.
Like, it's not like active rot, but it looks like it's only maybe a year or two old. And the head's missing.
Okay, so there is an alcove in that wall that the body is like literally like standing propped up in.
Not standing, seated.
Seated.
Yeah.
It's seated in the alcove?
Yes.
Okay.
With its back like resting against the wall of the alcove.
Okay. I will point that out to the rest of the team and continue to make a thorough visual sweep of the interior.
Okay. Make me perception rolls.
Will do. Boop.
Perception.
Okay, there's a couple of things that you notice. Number one, do you have healing?
I did like the medical skill?
Yeah, like the heal check.
Yeah.
Make that roll.
Okay.
I do as well. Can I also do so?
Yeah.
What's the crypt in the room? And what if that's just out on the table, not in the town, right?
Sure.
Oh,
Nice roll.
Are you, and so okay, so Savantha, you're kind of moving with Blaze as he's kind of moving closer to this corpse that's sitting there, and you guys are kind of looking at it through the eyes of, gee, how did this guy die? Like, how did this guy meet his demise? The other skulls that you guys have noticed and the other remains that had like the skulls missing seem to have been like cleanly decapitated.
Okay.
This one looks more like it was pulled off.
Torn. Okay.
And
this one became one of the creatures.
There are clumps of hair that are on the floor, like beneath the body's, like, shoulders.
Right.
All
right. I'm fairly sure that we're in danger. We've paid attention to this. Like, have we checked like the other corners of the room to make sure like nothing else is lurking in this room?
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing else in here. I mean, I assumed as you were searching, you were slowly making your way towards the body. Alton Squelch, flap.
Flap. That's the best part.
Make me a you have knowledge planes by chance?
Or
no. Arcana?
I absolutely have Arcana. I can do that with Assurance and just give you a 20.
Make a roll.
All right, so Assurance does not play into this Arcana roll. All right.
Well, I'm going to give you the benefit of the higher of the two.
Okay.
You're starting to put two and two together here.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, based upon what you're seeing, you're seeing like some pretty clear evidence of this creature that had been described to you. It kind of dawns on you that, well, no. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. So my next question is are there any other exits out of this room other than the one we came through?
No.
Okay.
Actually, is this body, like, it seems like that's the only kind of notable feature in the room. Is that correct? There don't really seem to be other points of interest, as it were.
It's this doesn't look like it's one of the family member rooms. It looks more like it's a guest room, just the way that it's furnished and decor.
Okay, so I would suggest that someone keep an eye behind us so this thing doesn't come like winging in from behind and drop on like someone's head.
Doing so.
Okay.
Also,
and
Hylia is also trained in Arcana and could presumably also make a check just to see if there's anything more we could uncover about this situation.
Okay.
Oh,
yes.
Nice. Big rolls.
Hylia, join me in the other chat.
Whispers are so scary.
Okay. Are you there?
Nope.
I wouldn't have given this to you except you just rolled a 20. Nice crit. Okay. So, look something up. It suddenly dawns on you that you remember reading something about a creature and it's kind of been eating at you because as Sam has described what, they were talking about, like, this particular creature that might be in the, inhabiting these ruins and whatnot. You're like, man, this thing sounds familiar. It sounds familiar. And you just couldn't put your finger on it until now. And suddenly you're like, holy shit, this thing is a Vargoyle. Okay. Now, let me see if There is a picture. I have one. Essentially, this thing is a flapping flying head. Okay. The way that it works is it takes over a creature. It like basically it lays its eggs or its young, in the creature's skull, and this thing slowly grows and takes over the creature. And when it matures to the point of quote unquote, being born, it sprouts these wings out and it rips the head off of the humanoid corpse and is now a new Vargoyle. They have like these tentacles that come out of their, the head. They're nasty. They're like demonic creatures. Couple of things about it is they do have poisonous damage, and they have what's called a Vargoyle's kiss. So what they do is they paralyze you or make you unconscious, and or if it's a willing humanoid like that's willing to be sacrificed to it, they nuzzle up against the helpless or willing humanoid creature in the parody of a lover's kiss. The creature that is being attacked there has to attempt a saving throw, or they begin this transformation into a new Vargoyle. The disease doesn't progress in its stages, so it goes through stages, and unless the disease is cured, and it can't progress as long as the victim is in sunlight or in an area of like high light. Okay, it's pretty quick. The first stage, like, you really don't feel anything. It lasts about 2 hours, and then the second stage is the hair falls out, and you suddenly become sickened for about 12 hours. And then the third stage, the ears elongate into these wing-like shapes, and the teeth grow tangled and sharp and jut out, and that's about 12 hours. And then the last stage, stage 4, is the victim falls unconscious. I'm sorry, that's the second to last. And then the fifth stage is the victim dies and the head is transformed into a new Vargoyle that detaches from the body and flies off to start its, journey all over again. It is a horrible creature. It has this shriek where it like distends its jaw and emits this like horrible, unnerving shriek that can essentially like cause paralyzation, which is how it can then come up and give you its Vargoyle's kiss. Other than that, I mean, they do a pretty decent amount of damage. They have a bite that does a decent amount of damage and inflicts that poison. But they're not like very big creatures, not like super hard to kill. Okay, sketch all that.
More or less.
Okay, I'll see you back in with everyone else. All right. Sorry about that.
No worries.
No, it built suspense.
Okay. So when last we left off, Catbad had volunteered to keep his eyes on the entrance behind us.
Standing guard.
Yep. Hylia made a outstanding arcane check.
That she did.
And I believe that myself and Sylvanta were preparing to approach the corpse to investigate it further.
Before you do anything, I'm pretty sure I know what these things are that are taking all the heads.
Okay.
Pretty sure it's a vargoyle, I think is how you've said it. I've only ever read it.
Okay.
But like they rip heads off of bodies, they bite you, which causes you to be like poisoned and paralyzed.
Right.
And then it turns you into one of those. So after a few hours of like all your hair falling out and you mutating, then you become one of these and your head detaches and you now fly around and do the same thing.
When we initially came to this house the first day, I had suggested that some of you take potions of like, was it disease resistance?
Mm-hmm.
We have anti-plague with us, yes.
Anti-plague. Does anyone still have any anti-plague potions?
I believe so.
Okay. If you have any anti-plague potion available, now is the time you should definitely take it.
So
I thought you could also make some. Am I remembering that right as well? Or
I can. I can make 3 of them. They're not going to be as powerful as the ones that we bought from the merchants, but they will do something.
Now, I recall we used the ones that we got from the merchants before on our previous trip.
I'm fairly sure of that too.
That's what happened.
Yeah. Okay. I can make 3. Hold on a sec. Let me look them up.
If we are deciding who does and does not get one, assuming we don't have any extra, we should probably give them to people who are going to be our frontline combatants. So Cathbad, probably Sylvanta, and probably Hylia. Seem like fair allocation?
I would probably say 2 of those should go to you guys, but then one of them should probably also go towards our resident expert medical person.
Fair. Okay, fair deal.
So I will use up my remaining unused quick vials. I have 3. I create 3 lesser anti-plague potions. For the next 24 hours, you have a +2 bonus to save against disease.
nice.
So, Catbad, Sylvanta, Vasadi, please note that down so that, you know.
So quick
Did it come up?
question. Quick question.
Yeah.
These things poison or disease? Because if it's poison, I have poison resistance already.
Pretty sure it's disease, so you're going to want to take the anti-plague potion.
Okay.
All right.
DM did not say that. He said poisons specifically.
Okay.
So my
I'm basing it off of my previous research. That's what we went with initially, was anti-plague.
For the actual plague that was rampant through here, not for the creatures we might run into.
No, I was pretty sure I bought the stuff for the Vargoyles. Back me up on this one, Thad.
Based on the information that you were given at that time, you purchased those with the assumption that they spread a disease.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yes. Anti-plague for disease. Please chug your potions now.
Now, what
First
does it
one to
give again?
+2 bonus. First one to finish chugging their potion gets a shiny silver piece. Go.
Sylvanta goes first.
Yeah.
She's
All right.
absolutely on it.
A shiny silver piece to you, madam.
She gives a little nod and takes the coin.
Number of quick vials available is now 0. Oh, the other thing we did is we purchased
I have
a net.
I have 5 elixirs of life in my pouch.
All right, cool. Keep those handy.
I was thinking of giving you one earlier, but you came to you were covered better.
Yeah, I'm in pretty good shape. Like, should it come to it, I will cheerfully chug one later. You know what I will do, Thad? It seems like we're in a fairly dangerous situation. I will chug the remaining Eagle Eye elixir that I have.
Okay. How long does that last?
I will look it up and tell you. Eagle Eye elixir. Let's see. I have the lesser one, I believe. Bonus is +1 for the next hour. So I have a +1 bonus to general perception checks. I have a +2 bonus when searching for secret doors and traps.
Right. Okay.
All right. So I will mark that off. And let me also note down that we're chugging these potions now.
Okay.
All right. So that was Sylvanta, Catbad, and Vasadi, correct?
Yeah.
Chug the lesser anti-plague
Do not taste anywhere near as good as the
potion.
ale or wine.
I'm sorry for that, but one of the ingredients is a freshly squeezed rat's anus. There's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, a potion of alcohol tastes much better than this.
Express those glands.
That's right. Last Eagle Eye elixir. Okay. All right. So I am perceptive. You guys are resistant. This is as good as we're going to get. Sylvanta and I will step forward to investigate the headless corpse.
Okay. It's a headless corpse.
Is it wearing anything interesting?
It's wearing a gold wedding ring. There's a description in the Siriani inside the band that reads, "To Akar from Panet, love eternal."
Okay. You're saying that this corpse is a year or two old?
About a year old. Yeah.
Okay, so it is conceivable that we could return this wedding ring to the widow.
It is. In fact.
All right, we will probably be doing that.
Sylvanta will volunteer to do that. He definitely seems to have been like, there were some of the sites of like the dead servants that with clearly their child. She thinks it's the right thing to do. Basically, is what I'm getting at. So still considering with the intent of doing that.
To a car from
Panet.
Could you spell that for me, please?
P-A-N-N-E-T, is that it?
P-A-N-H-E-T.
H-E-T, Punhead.
H-E-T, Punhead. Okay. All right. So this alcove, is there anything behind the corpse?
No.
Okay.
Otherwise, everything else in the room is as previously described.
Largely as described. Okay. Okay. So we inspect the corpse. We take the wedding ring.
Okay.
We've searched the room. Based off of the information you've given us, it looks like the room is fairly cleared out. I think we're ready to move on to the next room.
Okay. Talia, make your roll for traps. Okay. Like this door is clear. Who's going to open it?
Okay. Well, it is 6:30.
It is, and
we should probably pause before opening the door.
I'm trying to get to a spot that we can do that at. So who's going to open the door?
Okay. All right. I will open the door this time.
Okay.
All right. As you open the door, it appears like this is an office or a study. There's a large lacquered desk, now in poor condition, that sits in the center of the room. There's bookcases along the eastern and southwestern walls. They are sagging as if ready to collapse at any moment.
I love bookcases.
Most of their shelves have fallen out. The piles of dust at their bases are all that remains of the books and scrolls that failed to survive the long years. Lacquered wooden frames of what might have once been divans stretch along the north and south walls, but their upholstery has disintegrated. A thorough search of the room basically doesn't turn up anything of a major interest. Nothing of great value. There's a broken set of scales. There's an old, looks like an old, like equivalent of like a chess set.
Okay.
That has the Pantheru family seal like on the surface. The only thing of interest that you locate is in one of the desk drawers. There's a brass key.
Ah. I will hand that to Hylia. If there's anyone that's going to be opening any locks, it is most likely to be you, dear lady.
As you move out of this room and step towards what is now the balcony overlooking the courtyard and towards the last two rooms that are on this side, you hear an unmistakable sound of leathery flapping wings as you see two creatures burst through the rotted wooden doors and approach viciously with death in their eyes.
Well, death in their whole little head. They're undead, so
yeah.
You could just say radiating undead menace, and we would totally be with you on that one.
They're not undead, though.
Okay. I totally thought they were.
They're not.
They're just gross.
They're nasty.
Yeah,
nasty
they're definitely
bastards.
that.
Okay, so that's where we will pick up next week is Mortal Kombat with the talking heads.
Yeah. Stop making sense.
All right, you guys while I say goodbye to chat, and I'll be back with you in just a second.
Okay.
Bye.
Chat. All right, well, that brings to close yet another episode of the podcast. Trying to get these guys through this. So, next week, there are 2 epic battles coming up for these guys, and they're fucked. Not gonna lie. No, they're probably not. I think they'll be fine. I am gonna try to kill them. Like, I'm not gonna lie. That just goes without saying. But anyways, they've got these nasty gargoyles that they're gonna fight, and then there is the final boss of the entire household that is still waiting for them. They think that this is the final fight. Oh no. There's the boss of the house that they still have to take out. So hopefully we're going to get through all of that next week, and they will complete the house of Pantheru, which takes them to the final ruin, and I think they're going to level up as soon as they clear these 2 fights too. So anyways, hey guys, thanks for joining. We will see you next week, 3:30 Eastern. For those of you that are freshly joining us, if you haven't hit the follow button, please do so and follow the podcast. And otherwise, you can also catch our videos on YouTube, yada, yada, yada. I said all that. Anyways, have a great day. See y'all. Bye. Peace out. Bye. Bye. Bye.